Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So in this video we are going to try to center a div to vertically and horizontally to its parent. Okay, and I'll show you two ways how you can center a div vertically and horizontally. So let's begin. So what do we have here is a model that we want to center, and this is the model parent that we want to center it in. Now the model parent, let's give some color to these so that we can identify which one is which. Let's give it some ff0 yellow color, and let's give it some height. I hope you know that the parent element takes exactly the same height as its children, unless you give it to. So I'm giving it here 98 dot model, and let's give some color to it. Okay, let's say white. Now so let's give some padding to it, that is 50 pixel. Okay, now so first thing I'll show you how to center this model, vertically and horizontally in the center of this model parent. Okay, so using display flex, okay, the flex box. Now let's give it some property. Okay, let me show you first how does it look actually right now. So it looks like this. Now what we want is this part to be somewhere here, like a model or something. Okay, so let's do display flex. When we give display flex, so by default it gets flex direction row, so we don't not need to add it unless we are doing the column flex direction column. Justify constant center, so it centers all the elements to the horizontally it centers the child elements. Now this is there. Now because it's a flex and this is a flex item, so it takes the whole one, right? Now we do this, it takes like the whole because it's flex direction row, right? So if you give flex 1, it takes the whole div of its parent, right? Now we do not need to give that, we have to just give height equals to 200 pixel. That would be, I think, good enough. Yes. And now see, half of the work is already done. This model is horizontally aligned. Now we have to align it vertically at the center. Okay, so for that just one property you have to add, and that is margin auto 0, and bam, this thing is at the center. Cool. So this is one way to center it. Okay, but there is another thing, that if you add any other child elements, this will cause issue because those will take some space and this will be moved to some other place. Okay, so this is for like if you want to show a hero section for a profile and you want to show left hand side your name and what you do, and on the right hand side you want to show an image of yours or some cool project or something you have done. Okay, some image kind of thing or something on the right. So in that case you could use this. Now the other way is to if you want to show a success model or a failure model, okay, so that would be on top of already displaying elements. Okay, it would be a model, so there would be some elements behind it. Okay, so for that it has to have position absolute. Now you would find this when you want to center a position absolute div, and this horizontally you can do, but vertically it's difficult, I mean, right? If you have, I mean, so if, so here, what do we have here? So what do we have here is display flex and flex direction, row, and justify content center. Okay, so half of the work is already done for your absolute positioned model also. Now we just have to do one small thing, and that is top 50%. What do you think? Is it done? Oh no, it's not done, because see, it starts from 50% of this div. Okay, it starts not at this 50%, I mean, you know. So how do you solve it? You say margin top minus the half of the height. But you have to remember this, whenever you have to center a position absolute div, you have to give it height, right? If you want to center it vertically, and if you want to center it horizontally, you have to give it width. Okay, otherwise this won't work. Now this is still does not seem on the center. Why? Because the model has 50 pixel padding on the top, 50 pixel padding at the bottom. Okay, so that makes the height 300. So the half 150, and it is at the center. Cool. Now what if the parent is not a flex element? So it goes to this part, because the vertical alignment to be fixed. Now how do you fix the horizontal alignment? Is just do the same for now. What value would you give here? Because you have not given any, you know, width for this. So we give width 600 pixel. Now this would be 300 pixel, because half of the width we are no, we have to consider the padding also. So that would be 350 pixel. Okay, voila. Cool, right? So these were the two, you know, ways how to center a div, you know, using flexbox and without a flexbox, and if you want to center a position absolute div. All right, so have fun guys. Cool, see you in the next video. Bye bye.